And usually my fastest races have been where I'm like, I didn't feel like I was doing anything. And my coach would say, that's because you were doing it right.
The 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia, and Gail Devers is at the top of her running career.
In the 100 meters, it's almost like an airplane, where you're going from the starting blocks and the airplane is on the runway and it takes off, it's rolling down and it gets up speed and then it just takes off. And you almost want to feel like you're in flight.
32-year-old Gail Devers is one of the world's elite runners, breaking record after record. But it wasn't always that way. When Gail was a senior at UCLA, she started to feel the symptoms of a mysterious illness, but it would be years before she would know what it was.
I was on the top of my game, so to speak. I had broken the American record in the hurdles, had run very fast in the 100, and was expected to win a medal at the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, Korea. And then I say the bottom fell out. That I started losing weight, 93, 92, and it's just going down, down, down. And the last time I got on the scale, I was 87 pounds. And it was just mind-boggling because no one could figure out. I started to lose my hair, started having problems with my eyes. I mean, I've always had large eyes, but now they were starting to protrude out of their sockets, and skin problems, just tired all the time. I mean, that I could sleep and wake up and I feel worse.
Look at her, come on! The crowd.
You know, everything was being explained by my athletics. So it related back to the athletics. That's why you're so tired. Your hair is falling out because you've been training so hard and you're stressed out, and you know, you just need to take some time off.
Gail's resting heart rate climbed to over 100, and she was told by her coach, Bob Kersey, that she had to leave the track. She became isolated and depressed.
I stopped going out in public because people who I thought knew me or people who didn't know me would make comments, and you know, they would see me and they would say, you know, is she on drugs? Is she anorexic?
What did you think was happening? Nobody else could tell you what was wrong, but what did you think was wrong?
You know, I didn't know. I thought I was going crazy, to be honest. I mean, I thought I was a hypochondriac, that, okay, I must be making this up because if they say that there is nothing wrong with me, but yet I still feel this, maybe I'm making it up.
After years of seeing doctors, Gail was finally told that her health problems were caused by Graves' disease, a disorder of the thyroid. The thyroid gland is shaped like a butterfly and sits in the front of the windpipe at the base of the neck. It releases hormones into the blood that regulate metabolism, body temperature, heart rate, and how efficiently you burn calories.
The thyroid acts as a general accelerator of all the metabolic processes that take place in the body.
Dr. Colm Gorman is a consultant in medicine and endocrinology at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota.
The features of an overactive thyroid are weight loss, nervousness, jitteriness, intolerance of heat because your body is producing so much heat, and sometimes changes on the skin on the front of the legs and in the eyes.
For most people who suffer from an overactive thyroid, there's a sense of heightened energy. But for Gail, who was engaged in high athletic performance, the loss of muscle strength that is also characteristic of Graves' disease caused overwhelming fatigue. Today, Gail is at this shopping mall as part of a public service campaign to increase awareness of the disease and make testing more available. The symptoms of an overactive or underactive thyroid can be mistaken for normal signs of stress.
No one in life should have to suffer the way I did, or be told that there's nothing wrong and there'd be something seriously wrong.
Who should I make it out to? Sandy.
It's just a wake-up call to the medical profession to say, okay, let's not just look at these things and write them off as nothing, or it's a female hormonal thing. Let's look at it, and if there's more than 2 symptoms, let's give them a TSH test just to see.
A TSH test measures the amount of thyroid-stimulating hormone produced by the body. The test can determine if a person has an overactive thyroid, like Gail's, or the more common underactive thyroid.
The features of an underactive thyroid are that a person is pale, puffy, sluggish, cold, tired, and slow.
An estimated 13 million people have a thyroid disorder, but only half have been tested and diagnosed.
They call me the world's fastest woman. But a thyroid disorder slowed me down. I went through hair loss,
forgetfulness, my trademark nails.
Treatment is often the easiest part of the battle. For an underactive thyroid, a synthetic form of the thyroid hormone is prescribed. For an overactive thyroid, there are 3 options: anti-thyroid medication to bring the levels down to a normal range, radioactive iodine to suppress the thyroid, or surgery to remove it. Gail's current treatment has made all the difference.
So what I do is I take 1 pill once a day for the rest of my life to be quote unquote normal. Once I found out that there was something wrong with me and it wasn't me, I wasn't crazy, I wasn't a washed up athlete, it was a joy, because it's, you know, for me that was my goal, that was what I would love to do, and I knew now I can go back to the track.
Now, when you started training again, did you have to hold back? Did you have to be careful of yourself, or did you really go for it?
Well, when I came back in March. Day by day, I started to feel better. I started to feel stronger. I started to feel faster. I could feel that I could do more this week than I could do last weekend.
Incredibly, with just a few months of proper treatment, Gail felt stronger than ever. She went on to win her first gold medal in the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, Spain, and her second and third in Atlanta in 1996.
I just had all this energy, and it was just a time to rejoice that now I'm here, taking a victory lap, because I've accomplished my goal. I've come back from a serious illness to win a gold medal for myself and for my country. Had I had the knowledge back then that I have now to even know that there's something called a thyroid that I have to have, to know the symptoms of weight gain or loss, mood swings, depression, whatever, then I would say, hey, I'm feeling some of these things. Let me go tell my doctor and see what they think. And I always said, I just kind of wanted to catch up to the old Gail. I've caught up to her now, I've passed her, and that's a great thing.